live session for web development. This is the part 1, and I guaranteed you that through this, by watching this video, you'll obviously learn something. This is actually the real world web development. This is the part 1, and I will guarantee, again I am repeating the word, I will guarantee you that from this video you will obviously learn something. So first thing first, this is a live session actually, and we are going to perform the step-by-step operations. I will suggest you, wherever you have some problem, I will suggest to pause the video and then perform the steps. First thing first, all I have to do is to create a folder. I have created a folder. Just give a name, just give any name. Open the folder. Open the folder. Before opening, I can do one thing. I can download some pictures. I can download some pictures for my assistance. I require pictures for my background, so I am right now in Google search engine. I have written a keyword background image for website. You can see. So there are lots of background images, and which is free of cost totally. You can choose anyone according to your own requirements. So there are lots of images, but I like the first one that have the computer. Download. Here allow, and it is getting downloaded. Now what I am doing, I am saving the picture. I am saving the picture inside the folder that I have created. I am saving the picture inside the folder that I have created. This is my picture which I am going to use for my background. So I will suggest you to do one thing, that usually what happened, the name of the picture is quite big. So I will suggest you to rename it. Right click and give any short type of name so that you can remember it. I cannot find where is the option. Here it is. I've got that. I'm giving it a name, image1. That will be very short actually, and it will be easier for you to remember and understand. You can also give a name background. There are lots of websites where you can download such type of pictures for your backgrounds. Right now I need to get another logo for it. So I'm in Google. I'm searching for logo which I can use for my website. So you will get lots of logos over here, or you can make your logo. There are lots of free logo makers, both for mobile platform and for Windows platform. I'm using this one. I'm just using, though I don't like this picture actually. I am saving this picture in the same folder. You need to remember, either you can, what you can do, I am giving the name. This is a PNG. You can create a folder with the name image, or you can, if you don't have lots of picture, then you can save it on the same folder. But you need to be very cautious while you are dealing with the picture. Right now what I am doing, right now I am opening, I'm creating another folder. This folder is for CSS, so I have given a name CSS. CSS, what is the meaning of CSS? CSS means cascading style sheet. Whatever styling that we are going to do inside our website, all things will be saved inside CSS folder. And we are going to link this folder with the main page also. That I will show you later. So right now all I need to do is to right click, new, no, it is not here. So I need to search for a software that is called Sublime Text 3. I'm going to use Sublime Text 3 as an editor. So what is editor? Editor is a software where we can write the HTML codes. For the beginner, I will suggest you to use Sublime Text 3. This is the Sublime Text 3. This is our editor. It is a file. All I have to do is to save it inside our folder, the folder that we have created, web Bhivash. This is the name of our folder. The first I will give the name as index, 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 with an extension .html, as this is the extension for a web pages, HTML pages .html you have to provide. Right now I will open another area inside the text editor for our CSS. So what I will do, I will perform the same thing. Here I have to perform the same thing. I am doing it little bit slower, for that you can, this is our I am performing little bit slower so that you can understand it properly. So file, new, here it is another word, select this one and again save this one inside the CSS folder. This is our CSS folder and we are going to save this one inside our CSS folder. So I am giving the name of the file style.css. This is the extension of CSS file .css. Now the basic thing I have performed. Now let's play a little bit with the coding. Right now we are starting our we are going to start our coding. HTML code has come. Now come inside the title, give any kind of title, whatever the title you want to give. You can give whatever the title you want to give. I'm giving my name. Actually I'm little obsessed with my name, isn't it? So I'm giving my name, Bhivash Web, or you can give whatever you require. Another, I am creating another link. Why link is required? Because I have to link this portion with that CSS. So until and unless we create a link from this page with that of the CSS, it will not be able to connect all my coding or styling. So all I have to do is to write link rel style sheet type text.css href hyperlink reference. So we need to write style css / style dot css. So it will get connected with our CSS file. Otherwise, until and unless we're creating the connection, nothing will come. Whatever we may write inside the style.css, it will not come in effect. Right now we are writing, we are doing our coding in the body part. So body is one of the biggest important part. So first we are creating a header. Now we are creating a div. So this is actually a division we are creating, and I am giving it a class. I can also provide a class. So why class is required? Class is required mainly for whenever we are doing the style sheet, whenever doing the CSS. So style is very important. So you have to give a name inside the style. So I have given the name main. Now I am creating unordered list. Why I required unordered list? Because I want to create a menu, like home, about us, contact us. So that falls under the category of unordered list. So unordered list, the tag is UL, and inside the UL I have to take the list item, for which I have to write LI. LI stands for list item. LI. So inside the LI, actually I have to create anchor tag. Anchor href equals to, suppose here I have given hash, because I am not right now, I am not connecting with any other page. It will, if I provide hash, it will work as an HTML, it will work as a link, but it will not take you to any other page. I have given the name as home. all I do is to copy this portion. Copy, come to the next line, paste this one. The number of navigations or number of links I have required, I have to take that much amount of I have to copy that much amount. So suppose my first link is going to be home, then about us, then contact us. So you have to be very clear how much thing you need to do, you need to incorporate in your website. So I have taken 4. First one I will keep as it is. The second one I have given the name as about us. Next, coming to the third one, what shall I give? Gallery. Next, I will give the name contact us. In the meantime, if you like our video, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to share. So I have given 4 navigation bar: navigation, home, about us, gallery, and contact us, or contact, whatever it may be. Things will change according to your own requirement. Now all I have to do is to save this one. Otherwise you will not see inside, you will not see in web browser. This is our index. So you can see the menus. Okay, I'm telling you once again that I have created this video in such a way that you will get a highest amount of benefit. Those who are novice, those hardly don't know anything about HTML or CSS, they will also get benefit from it. And if you are doing your project for BCA or BTech, then obviously I can assure you that this tutorial will obviously help you a lot. This will give you an in-depth idea in a step-by-step manner. Now coming to the styling, style.css. So right now we are going to do some styling, and I will explain each and every part. Okay. So star means I'm doing some common. I'm ensuring over here some common rule of styling. That's why I have used star. Now I'm setting the margin. All the margin will be 0. So I'm not setting any margin right now. Padding will be also 0. And don't forget to put semicolon. Font family, you can choose according to your font whatever the font family you want. I use my personal preference is Century Gothic, so I am using that particular thing, Century Gothic. I've made some mistake. Font family. But before using this one, be sure that what are the fonts that were installed inside your computer. Century Gothic. Actually, this is the common styling effect for each and every part of our HTML page. That's why I have put star. Now coming to the listen, I just want to mention you one thing, that there is no hard and fast rule for learning web development or whether you need to write this one or that one. So it is up to you. It is up to you whatever how you want to prepare your website. So I am right now I am doing the styling in my header portion. So I have written header. I am setting the background image. The image I have taken over from there. Background image. URL. Inside the URL I will the name of the file image is image1, and you have to write the extension also. Okay, you have to write the extension also. Extension of this image is JPG. If you are not sure about what the extension of this picture, just right click, go to the properties, and you will be sure about your image, about the type of your image. This is JPG. Extension is JPG, but the full name is JPEG. So don't write JPEG. Right now I am saving this one. I am saving this coding. This is our part, that was the previous things. So I have everything is okay. So thing is that whenever you are trying to code, you may encounter such type of error, so you also need to be aware. All I have done, I have not given two dot and a slash. Okay, now I am saving this one. Yes, our image has come, but the entire image has not come over yet. So I have to make some changes also. I have to make some changes. Coming to the next line, what all I will do is to set the height of the image. Height of the image is very important. Height of the image will be 100 VH. It will set the entire part. The image will set in the entire part of the background. And now I'm setting the background size. Background size is cover, means I will use the image as a cover for my website. Next, all I have to do, what shall I use? I'm telling you again and again, it is all about you. There is no hard and fast rule. So I'm thinking whatever properties I'm going to use, and I will apply that. There is no hard and fast rule. Background position, I have created it as a center. Now I am showing you the effect. I am saving it, moving forward, reload. This is our picture, and this is total. It has covered the entire screen. It is used as a cover, and this will look like that. Okay, hope you are liking this session. Moving forward again, all I have to do is open the editor. So again, I am telling you, this is a live session, that's why it may take time. Be patient. Whatever I am doing, do with me. Now I am styling the unordered list. UL float. I am taking UL float right. Why I have taken this one? All the menus will come to the right side. All the menus, whatever the menus, home, contact, about us, whatever I have taken, that will come to the right side. Right now it was in left side. By using the float right properties, by setting the float right properties, it will, all the menus will come to the right side. Now list style type, I will set none. Means why I will use list style type? This is an unordered list, so usually it comes in bullet, and underline was there, so bullet will not be there if I set list type tile equals to none. It has come to the, you can see, as you can see from the image, it has come to the right side by using the float right properties. And I am doing the entire UL portion. I am doing the styling for the entire UL portion. Now I am moving forward. I am going inner side of that. If you are in general using the UL, all the thing will come, all the menus will come from the right side. Now going to the particular portion, UL LI, means I am now, right now I am styling on the list items. display, what I will say, display inline block. I'm taking inline block. It will create actually a block shape. The menus will be in block shape. Saving it, refresh. Right now refreshing it, you can see it has changed its position as well as shape. I have to do lots of things. We have to do lots of styling portion, but it is just the beginning and we are moving forward line by line. Now we are again forwarding one step further. We have previously we have done UL li. Now UL li and anchor. We are now mentioning the anchor, means each and every part. Text decoration, we are using right now another important aspect, text decoration. Text decoration will none, that will remove the underline section from any hyperlink. You need to set the color also. So color, as you are a coder, don't forget to use hexadecimal color code. There are lots of websites where you provide the which will provide you the hexadecimal color code. #FFF is white. Now I am providing padding. Padding is the space, actually 5 pixel 5 px. It will set left right from top to bottom, 5 pixel 25 pixel. This will create this will give your effect extra dimension actually. Border, you can set the border or you can leave it. Border, I am giving the border as 2 pixel, not more than that, either 1 pixel 2 pixel, but don't go forward. Solid means it will create a solid border actually. Same. And mentioning the color of the border. Remember one thing, that saving it, ignore this one, file save. Remember one thing, I am showing you the effect first. Look how beautiful it is looking right now. How beautiful it is looking right now. Remember one thing, the color of the navigation button and the border should be same, otherwise it will look odd actually. Look the effects, that's really eye-catching actually. We'll also move further and do lots of coding and styling. Now we are coming to unordered list. Let's see what changes we can make. Actually what happened, I have seen that that menus are on very top portion, so I want to bring it down. So margin top 20 pixel, so there will be gap from top portion. Saving it. Now see the effect very carefully. Reload. Now there is a distance, there is a gap of 20 pixel from the top side. You can increase this also. It is according to your idea, according to your views, how much gap you required actually. This is a 30 pixel, it looks okay. Now coming down over here, UL li a. Now we are setting the hover. What is the use of hover effect? I want to mention what is the use of hover effect. Whenever we put our mouse over those navigation bar, the color of the navigation bar will change. That is the hover effect. So you need to change the background color. Whenever we will bring the cursor of the mouse over those, it will change the background color. That is called hover effect. Now we are putting the same color, it will look good. Don't provide a different color, it will look odd actually. So color I have given #FFA, that is also white background color, and color we can go. I'm showing you how to check the background color in hexadecimal format. Go to the Google, write hexadecimal color code, whatever it may be. You will see lots of websites are there that will provide you ample information about the hexadecimal color codes. Hexadecimal color code. These are the hexadecimal color code. I will go to the website, or I can take the colors from there. I am pasting it over here. Pasting over here. Saving it. Now see the changes. This is called the hover effect. Whenever I am removing the whenever I am giving putting the mouse over those main navigation bars, the color is changing. The color is getting changed actually. See the effect once. But I don't like the color actually. This is the website. I can check the color from here. You can take this color. All the codes are written over here, and decimal RGB and the equivalent decimal RGB codes are there. Take whatever color you want to use. Changing this one. Paste, file, save, reload. Now see the changes. It is the blue color is coming actually. Previously, what was the color? Previously we are taking orange probably, but right now it is blue. Or you can keep the white color as it is. That will also be okay. Hope you are liking this session. If you like this session, if you are learning something from this session, don't forget to subscribe and share. Now I am using another property that is called transition. Transition 0.7 milli, actually this is counted in millisecond. Is why I have written this one. Actually we have written this one so the hover effect become very smooth. Now see the changes. This has become much smoother than the previous one. The effect is quite smooth. The transition is quite smooth actually. And it's getting changed within 0.7 millisecond. Again I am telling you, if you like our video, please hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon and share and subscribe this one. Now coming back. All I can do, I am coming to our index part for coding. Right now I am creating another division. I am creating another division, div. I am giving it the name, a class name, logo, because I am using to put our logo. That's why the name of this division is logo. So I am putting the image of the logo, img src image source, and I need to provide the name of the image, that is logo, and the extension of this logo extension is png. Properties, telling this is the png extension dot png. Within a double quote I am writing logo dot png. Okay, now I am showing you file, save. Now showing you how it looks like right now. the entire picture, the entire logo has come in front. So we don't require this kind of thing. Now we are going to change this by using CSS. Let's see how it is possible. You can see the image, how big it is, right? But the logo shouldn't be that much of bigger, so we need to reduce reduce its size and position also. All I can do, I will go to the style CSS. Whenever I am using the class name, I have to use dot operator. Dot, the name of the class was logo, so that's why I have used dot logo, and I am doing the styling of image, that img property. That's why I have written img. It will float, it will come to the left, logo will come to the left side. That I have that's why I have ensured float equals to left, for float left. Now I need to mention the width of this one. Width should be set to, you need to decide how much pixel it would be. I will check first. I have given 130 pixel and height will be auto, so automatic height will be there and width will be 130 pixel. Let's see how it looks like actually. File, refresh. It looks okay right now. It looks okay actually. Okay, you can reduce the size further by reducing the height of width of the by reducing the amount of width. I have used here over 130 pixel. You can also use 50 to 100 pixel. It will look nice also. Let's change it 100 pixel. You can also change the properties of height. I'm showing you all the effects, how it looks like, so that you will get a proper idea. Okay, so if I have given 100 pixel width and 100 pixel height, then it will look like this. Or you can also go with the previous setting also, that with this 130 pixel our height is auto. Now all I am doing is setting the what I can do next. I need to set the main set the main. Again I am telling you, this is a live session, that's why you have to think and decide. Okay, I have not pre-decided anything. Whatever coming in my mind, I am doing that. The size of it will be max width 1200 pixel. It will come as bigger one and margin will be auto. Let's save it and show you. This is this one. Show you the effect. It comes properly. The position is set properly. Actually, I have written this one as the position will be set properly. That's why I have given the height of the main class 1200 pixel. Okay. Showing you the effects. See and this thing and enjoy. Hope you are not feeling bored actually from this session. If you are feeling bored, I will pause. I will suggest you to pause this video, take some break and then come. Now again, what I have done, I am changing the transition, or making it transparent. Okay, I'm making the list item as transparent. Now see how it looks like. All has gone, the border has gone and it has become transparent. It looks really nice. It looked really nice. Now see the effects very carefully. Actually your website is getting created gradually. It is not a matter that within 1 hour or 2 hours you will create your own website. It really takes time, energy and effort. Now all I have to do, I will create a new. After our last division we are going to create a new division. That means our previous main class has finished. Right now we are creating another class. You can give any name, but do remember the name. I have given the name as new. I am giving the heading H1. There are 6 total heading, H1 to H6, H1, H2, H3, H4, H6. The heading given inside H1 will be biggest in size, and gradually it will reduce its size. So within H1 you can write your content. I am writing Viva Sir's web tutorial. So again this thing will come. If you like our video, subscribe, share. This will help us a lot, obviously. So our heading has come over here. This is the position of our heading. It has come over here. Now we need to do the styling. Obviously styling is one of the biggest part in web development. Styling is one of the biggest part in the domain of web development. So all I have to do, this is we will create the styling for the new class. So dot new bracket. Now I will set the position. Position will be absolute. It will come to the proper position. Position will be absolute. It will come to the proper position. Next, the height I will set from the top 50%. Now from left, if I have given the position from top equals to 50%, and from left it will if you mention the position 50%, then it will come exact in the middle. Just remember one thing, don't need to mention the other areas, just from top and just from left it will set. You can set the position of anything, it will come exactly in the middle. I want our heading to be reside inside exactly in the middle position. Transform, I have all what I can do. I use another property called translate, minus 50%, minus 50%, saving it. Just see the effect, it has come exactly in the middle. It has come exactly in the middle. Now moving dot new, again I'm setting the properties of H1. I'm setting the properties of H1. This video is quite lengthy actually. It will around it will take around 40 minutes around, I hope so. But I can assure you one thing, that from this video you will obviously learn each and every aspect of web development. This is the part 1. Stay tuned for the part 2, and I will assure you from various parts you will obviously be a developer or coder very soon. Mentioning the hexadecimal color code over here, this will affect our main title H1. Now font, setting the font 80 pixel. I need to check actually. I need to check whether it is as per my requirement or not. Saving it, and I will go back to the browser, refresh. Okay, it looks like this. It looked like this. But our background is actually quite cool. You can get lots of other backgrounds from web also, from Google. Choose according to your own requirement what type of website you are making, or you are willing to make. You can choose the background accordingly. So all I will do, I will make some minor changes over here. I will make some minor changes. Let's see where I can perform the changes. Now I am making some changes in the background image, header part, linear, what I can say it, linear gradient, gradient, linear gradient. I will tell you what is the function of this linear gradient. I will set the RGB position, RGBA. Actually right now I am changing the picture, actually background picture. It will the value inside the RGB, the parameter inside RGB is 000, 0.5. So what it will do, it will change our background, it will actually change the shade of our background. It will provide it a gradient look. I will copy this one. And I will paste it over here with a comma. I will paste it over here. Okay, put a comma. Now save this one, file, save, go back to the browser. Now see the effect. It has become, from some portion it has become darker, and from some portion it has become lighter, and the looks has changed obviously. So gradient, it is we have provided to give it a gradient look. All the professional website provide this one. Okay, so hope you have liked this video. For such tutorials, this is actually the part 1 of our video. For such tutorial, please stay tuned with us. Thank you again. I am requesting you, if you like our video, do subscribe, share. Thank you.